Dr. O, there's seasonality in the real estate business. And of course, we talk about homes on this program a lot because it's the largest single investment that the average American makes.
Yeah.
And
it's our largest expenditure every month, right? Your monthly housing cost is
it
huge.
is. And if it's not, you might need a financial advisor. Like if you're, driving in a Bentley and living in a washer and dryer box, that probably is not the way to do it.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've seen a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people do that, sadly.
There are nuances to the business. And in terms of like actually home buying and home listing, we're in March. I think a lot of people who are thinking about selling, of course, the market is causing people to maybe waver a little bit one way or the other on the buy or the sell side. But, it's May, and in particular late May, that is historically the best time to actually list. And so for people who are thinking about, making it happen in 2025 on the sell side, now would be about the time that you'd want to start to put the things in motion to get your house ready so that you could potentially list it at high tide. Why, though, is late May the sweet spot for this business?
Lately it's been, first of all, there's the weather, right? The weather is like beautiful. You usually, in the past, people used to get the kids in the van and they used to drive around on a Saturday. I'm about to go do that tomorrow, by the way. Drive around on a Saturday looking at housing. And you had all these open houses. It was a beautiful thing. And until they found the one, right? And so nowadays technology is wonderful because at least we have Zillow.
Yeah.
You go online. We got 3D tours. We got virtual tours. We got all kinds of gadgets. We can see every room. And it's really cool. We get immersive. We have immersive experiences now from our sofa without having to get in the van. But that's the reason. That's one of the main reasons. It used to be the hotter, when the spring comes around and you get to springtime and almost summer and, the weather's nice. And so you go out and look at housing. Also, another reason is, most people want to buy to get their kids registered for school, right? Before the new school year starts. And so you go out and buy housing, hopefully early spring, late winter, early spring, so that you can get the kids in the new school, when the school starts. I'm actually, going through that process right now.
Right. And let's talk about that. What's it like? I mean, you're moving a lot of pieces around to try to make it work with your family. I mean, how have you structurally sort of set up the way that you're going about buying a home at this point? And you're moving not just like to the next town over. You are looking to move
across the country,
right? And so for people who are doing that, like, what are the things that you've had to think about? I mean, and then I want to ask you about, what have the realities of your search been like?
Yeah, no, I mean, the first thing first is if you have to sell a house, you have to contact an agent right away to get the agent to help you, right? Help you with, it's nice to have a little walkthrough, make sure that your house is in the condition, that you wanted to extract the most dollars for your home, right? One of the things I tell people is make sure you start with improving your online curb appeal. Make sure that you have the best pictures for your home. The other thing is the front yard and backyard really matter. People pull up to the house. They want to see it. They're going to see it. If it doesn't look good, if you got tall grass, you got a problem. Got to fix that. There are other rooms in the house that need to be fixed usually. First, paint. It's very cheap. Make sure you paint the place over, make it look brand new. Kitchen and bathrooms. Very important, right? So those are little things that you have to do, that you should do, in order to list your home, and be successful. The other thing is the best time to list your home actually varies widely across metro areas. In the past,
hold on a second. Well, let's talk about that. Cause I mean so in general, late May is kind of the sweet spot. However, are there markets that are just, I don't know. Some markets seem to be like moving very quickly. Some markets seem to be moving very slowly. It does not have necessarily a whole lot to do with geography.
It does. It has a lot to do with the sun and the number of sunny days, right? So like you have markets like Phoenix that are super hot all the time.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be outside, right? Nobody's going to be looking at houses in Phoenix in the summertime, right? They like the best time to list your home to extract the biggest premium in Phoenix is actually late November, December when things are cooler. Right. And so like it just varies a lot. And the number of sunny days tend to have a lot to do with it. Now, in the past few years, the volatility in mortgage rates, the big fluctuations in mortgages have also played an important role in the timing, because ultimately the best timing to basically extract the most dollars for your sale. Right. And so, you know, when mortgages dropped, well, you had a big influx of buyers. When mortgages went up, buyers pulled back. You know, this past month, for example, we're seeing that both sellers and buyers are pulling back a little bit. A lot of it has to do with policy uncertainty. A lot of it has to do with all the kind of the fear in the news media with the stock market not doing so well, lately. Right. And so all of these factors are going to play a role. But traditionally, places like, Austin, San Diego, San Jose, Seattle, early in March. The listed homes listed in March yielded the largest windfall, right? And got higher than,
which is now, just FYI. That's like, if you're in one of those markets and you want to move, list it.
Do it now.
Yeah,
exactly. Do it now. And then, you know, you got markets where it's a little bit later in the year. Like Baltimore is going to be in June, and Indianapolis is going to be in June. San Francisco is actually a little bit is in April. And then I mentioned Phoenix, right? Tampa and Phoenix, October, November. So you're later in the year, when things cool down a little bit, is what we're seeing.
Well, I appreciate your thoughts. That's interesting conversation. Want to wish you the very best with your home search.